and welcome to the Siebel Update Summary 20.12. My name is Alexander Hansal and I'm happy that you can join me for this quick Siebel update. So in December 2020, Oracle has shipped the 20.12 update, and we have the following highlights. First and foremost, the workflow editor has come back to the browser, namely Siebel Web Tools. The REST API has some additional support for sort specification in queries, and we'll take a look at that. There have been enhancements for the clinical trials user experience, and we have the first feature backout. The Siebel Constraint engine, or ACT, is no longer supported. So let's dive into some of the details. And we start with the biggest highlight of the December 2020 release, which is the workflow editor in Web Tools. So now joining the growing list of graphical editors in Siebel Web Tools and accompanying Siebel Web Tools on its journey to 100% parity with Siebel Tools. Bear in mind, it's still a journey, so we're not there yet, but the arrival of this very important editor in the browser, of course, is an important step forward. The functionalities so far that we have seen in our first tests is very similar to Siebel Tools, as you would expect. There are a few minor differences, mostly resultant of the fact that it's a browser-based OpenUI JavaScript application and not a Windows client like Siebel Tools. So here are a few details. You will notice immediately the absence of connectors, the black and red exception connector in the palette. So the palette just has the typical workflow steps, no longer connectors. So the big question is how you create connectors, and you have to use the canvas menu, the gear icon, which is a limited version of what was available on right-clicking in Siebel Tools. And you can enable the connection points there. And once you see the connection points, those red X's on the boxes, you can drag one X onto another X on another box, and so you get the connector there. And once the connector is created, you go to the Properties panel and you set the properties as to the type. So is it a default connector, conditional connector, or an exception connector? Also, there is double-click. Double-click has come back to the browser, and so you can double-click connectors or use the menu, and you can open, for example, Condition Composer is similar in behavior, but visually very different from Siebel Tools. For the REST API, the following enhancement was made in 20.12. Queries, that is get operations on the data and on the Workspace API, which is available for DR environments, support now a new query parameter called sort spec, and works as expected. The syntax is slightly different from what you would expect from your Siebel Tools experience, as so you're still using field names, but if you want to sort descending, you have to put a colon after the field name and the keyword DESC for descending. Ascending being the default, you can omit that. And you can comma separate the field names, and the result would be a sorted data set returned in the JSON response. It's time to say goodbye to a feature which was planned for a long time, never really made it to the main stage, and that is the Siebel Constraint engine, which was planned to replace the iLog engine for Siebel Product Configurator, which is used to create product constraints. And this new constraint engine based on Oracle Advanced Constraint Technology, or ACT, is no longer supported. Any information regarding the Siebel Constraint engine has been removed from bookshelf as of 20.12, and the official statement from Oracle that you can read on this slide says that Siebel Product Configurator now uses and will continue to use the existing iLog integration. You can learn more about Siebel CRM 20 and 21 with the unique and most comprehensive and up-to-date Siebel CRM 20 and 21 training on the market. This is available on the Siebel Hub, and the content has been created by me and Richard from Blacksheep IT Consulting and On Demand Consulting and Education. In this 20.12 presentation, we have covered the workflow process editor arrival in Siebel Web Tools. So if you're interested in that and want to see more, including a complete presentation, downloadable slides, and a demo, and you have already purchased the Web Tools and Workspaces video training from the Siebel Hub Modular workshop, then you are in for a treat, because all these video trainings will be constantly updated with fresh video material for free from the time you purchase it. This is also true for the REST API, since there were enhancements there. So follow the links in the descriptions and check out the Siebel Hub training pages today and never miss a beat with the Siebel Hub. Thank you and bye-bye.